You almost choked yourself with that rope, man. You gotta calm down, boy. You is retarded, man. And don't go up there chasing it either. There you go. Man, you are too funny. What you got there? What is that? What is that? Oh. No, man. You eat in about an hour, bro. You're supposed to be a little slimmer than that. I ain't gonna have no fat ass cat running around here, bro. Hold on, man. What do keep swiping at my ankles for, bro? Let's see what it is. Yeah, you keep swiping at my ankles. You gonna play? Well, I ain't playing with you right now, man. I mean, you're gonna be scrapping. That's what's gonna happen, man. I mean, you're gonna be scrapping. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be scrapping. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be scrapping, nigga. You're gonna be scrapping. All right, cuz. That's my boy. I turn on notifications. That's my boy, Brian. It's my brother. He named his son after me. My boy Sean Brand, he named his son after me, man. There's nothing like that. He's like the second person to name their children after me. Guy I went to school with and grew up with. Love him, man. His son's mama, she's gone from here. We danced and went to school performing arts together. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful sister. No, you can't have that. That's the good stuff. That's spicy. I love my brothers. I love them more than themselves sometimes. I've showed a picture, but I'm not gonna do that today. A picture my grandmother held on to her last days that she sent me, knowing that she wouldn't be around much longer. She used to look at it every night when I was in the Rand building, school performing arts. She used to talk to me when I went and visit her, talking about, you know, I remember when you went out to be in the Nightmare on Elm Street, and she remember all that stuff, you know. And yeah, I was just going. I say it's always good to search good memories, you know. It's always good. Remember, I was expressing that the other day about, you know, look at the good memories you have. Take them all in. And why am I doing it? Not because today is some turkey day and all that other nonsense. And we have a lot of people who are conflicted, confused. If you're going to celebrate something, that's on you. You have a choice. I don't celebrate nothing. I don't believe in anything they've created, they've weaponized while killing a whole lot of folk, doing a whole lot of things that go against everything we stand for. And then we're supposed to make it normal because there are sick people running around acting out? No, you know. So I take in all the good things that did come of some of those things. All the beauty. That scene around the times when it should be all the time. You know what I'm saying? I had a rubber band on my beard, y'all. I went to sleep with a rubber band on my beard, so it's and I probably need to trim it. So it's gonna be low. Anywho, but so we got this individual. We have these cats, right? And I noticed it, and it's always a good thing because sometimes it's short, sometimes it takes a long time. I have no hate, no need for it. But we had this character send a message talking about keep his name out his mouth. Stacy Spirit Allen Wolf. I will say your fuck name as much as I want, nigga. You supposed to be in California, all that running to Africa, dressing up, thinking you some kind of prince nigga. You know, I detest people who want to extrapolate on blacking out of Africa, but claiming they're indigenous when it's beyond that. Who we are is beyond a name and a crayon color, but you have these simp niggas. And sometimes they think because of where they live at, it makes them something. Nigga, see, this is what we would say. I'm the type of person, I have no hate for you. But if you got that kind of animosity, when I've always stood beside everything you said, because I recognize it, somebody that's been there, I made a correction on one of his posts. He started acting effeminate. Nigga, get out of California, buy some of that shit they saying is organic. Change your motherfucking diet. All right? I'm not the one running in some country wearing some goddamn dashikis and so-called tribal clothing, not knowing the real history. All right? Acting like niggas been out there with motherfucking bronze axes and oars and shit. You know what I'm saying? Pee all in the face. I'm not saying every culture, but a lot of them people over there from here. All right? A lot of them people are originally from Europe. See, my time in the 80s being over there and then having guys who joined the military to get a dual citizenship and listening to their stories. See, there's a difference between niggas who fought in wars in the last 30 years and got fucked up and these children become young adults and you mingling with these motherfuckers and co-conspirators. All right? Who have no problem eradicating the old world history because they don't believe it'll ever come back. But you don't sit there and because you feel some kind of way, and that's the bitch-titude, we're dealing with a lot of motherfucking niggas that got to be washed away, man. See, we're not tolerating these weak-ass motherfuckers. You sit in one hand and sit on another hand. What? That don't make no goddamn sense. If we need unification and unity and bringing people together, and people have a hard time dealing with the pale skin narrative. I already told y'all, when I look at Earth, I look at the greater expanse of Earth, not just this little place. Most people can't see beyond their damn nose because they've been grafted into every damn lie that's running around, keeping them conflicted with the chemicals of spraying and everything. Who remembers the time when they passed the knowledge about they sprayed on the West Coast, the so-called West Coast, we know otherwise, and everybody out there started acting up, fighting and killing. That takes you back to that movie, The Kingsman, you know, with not Morgan Freeman, not Denzel Washington, what's his name from the Marvel comics? What's that name? You know, the one who was the crackhead. He was the rabbit. You know, fuck the rabbit. Fuck the rabbit. Oh, Samuel Jackson, right? When they went to fight his crazy behind, right? He had everybody with this chip in them that made their heads explode. You know what I'm saying? But also this frequency that would make everybody fight. I'm not gonna sit there when the niggas get disrespectful, because see, when the motherfuckers talking about old nigga, I'm in better shape than the majority of youngins running around, and half of them out here tell you I'll old your ass to sleep. Because see, I'm far from old. See, this is the mixed up world. A lot of these goofy niggas living in Chicago, LA, New York, all these city places, you know, Dallas. These niggas really think they're motherfucking invincible or they know everything and they don't know shit. See, otherwise, I invite motherfuckers. Like, if you feel some kind of way, don't get like that. Just come put the fucking gloves on, or come on, get on the mat. Let's get in the dirt and choke each other out. It's a mask of an invitation because I know exactly what I'm gonna do. But the problem is, if you feel that way, don't harbor no ill will. Just clear the air, because you don't tell nobody what the fuck to do or what to say, boy. All right, come over here and look. Take your little punk ass elsewhere, or come on a podcast and share your little fake ass information. Share your little punk fake ass information with all your blacking out of Africa shit, and I'll shit on it and destroy it. And along with your ass, because I'm already renting space. You would think that he's renting space here. No, this is what I say. I like to weed these weak motherfuckers out. And then I like to strip them naked. Now, I ain't building their ass back up. They can build themselves up. But if he wants to play in that field, because see, right now you got a bunch of goofies running around the world who believe in Satanism. I'm not saying they can't, but like I said, know where your energy's going. These motherfuckers believe in it. Now, I'm not saying the faces you don't see. All right? And there's a reason why. You know? But then you look at all these melanated people who want to run their mouths about this, that, and the other. It's all steeped on emotions and feelings. I just don't have time for that. If you're going to say something and it sounds like you want to challenge, you know, when the Rams get out there and it's rutting season, bulls and everything else, they bump heads, nigga. We're not them. But we can gratuitously sell it, because I'm about that life. I ain't got no little ass children and grandbabies around me, motherfucker. You do. I ain't got nothing to lose, nigga. I'm not gonna lose anything anyway. So you be careful where you chew your shit and what direction you spit it. Fuck you mean, boy. Fake ass little nigga. Sitting back, ain't saying nothing, posting up shit like he's somebody. When you're supposed to be somebody, somebodies don't carry themselves all mundane and vile. All right? Continue to push this. And then the nigga, he was always talking with Moors, and he was always talking that shit, this, that, and the other, and out of Africa and all that. Nigga, you in California. Where your family really from, nigga? Where your family really from, nigga? You just another one of them motherfucking European niggas. That's what you is, nigga. Don't get it twisted, man. Talking all reckless and shit. We don't do that, man. The fuck I'm from, us real motherfucking country niggas don't do that, nigga. We don't do that. We don't do that. All right? He hit the little mess. I was like, oh, my boy hit back. I thought it was going to be some good shit. You went down to drink more. I was sitting there, well, maybe his account's hijacked, one of these alphabet motherfuckers. And then maybe the nigga might be one of them alphabet niggas. Did his little deed, and now he running around doing nothing. I don't care. This is what I'm saying. You better check your motherfucking resources, cuz. All right? Anyway, how's everybody doing? Because I know a lot of you have been listening to these motherfuckers talking about we celebrate Thanksgiving. Well, we can get together. I'm so tired of these us niggas get together. No, if you can't do that 364 motherfucking days a year, 5 motherfucking seasons, 13 goddamn months, 300. I don't want nothing to do with you. If you can't do that all the fucking time, it's always somebody wanting to extrapolate and explain. It's like a nigga talking to me about Kwanzaa. I'm like this. What the fuck he just say? Kwanzaa, did you just pull out some 1980 bullshit, some bullshit? I don't have time for niggas wanting to create new shit. Then they haven't even fixed and took care and recognized the old bullshit and consummated the relationship between the real shit so they can move forward. Because I keep telling motherfuckers I'm not my name. I'm not about time. I'm not about some age shit. I don't believe in none of that shit. Just because the world runs around believing in all that stuff doesn't make it, I have to be indicative with, I got to be or following along. No, I can't do that. When I accepted who I was a little 5 years ago, there was no way in the world that was ever going to change. It's just no way. Not for some mediocre little mental, cartwheel clowns, popping around on the trampoline, bumping their head on the trampoline in a motherfucking room that's only 5 feet high, continuously bumping their head because they can't even stand the fuck up. They just on there, boom, 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 boom. That's what I can't do that. How do people learn something and then want to hold on to the nonsense? It makes no sense. Cats be arguing with people and they're getting worked up, all effeminate and emotionally, and I'll be sitting there saying to myself, why? Why? What I did this morning, I just came and said what needed to be said because some of these niggas really think they some big shit or think they're in control. Nobody's in control of nothing. Show me your 1,000 acres. Show me the families and the homes you out there working and building a society together. Show me where you went to instill that other than debating and arguing about what you've learned and what you know. Show me. People ask me all the time, see, that's what people don't know. As if I would walk into the valley and not have done something to know exactly what I'm stating. See, this is what gets me. And see, people think that right off the bat, they're supposed to be given this new ornament of, hey, look at this. This is what I got for you. Nigga, never in a million years. Never in a million fucking years. People ain't even attempting to prove nothing to themselves. They still walking around. And I say Zionists, I mean fucking Zionists in the Zionist narrative. That's all we can say. Okay, you can say if you want to call them custodians, whatever the fuck, I don't care. I'm telling you Zionists, because that's front row and center. It is, there are Hasidics, there are so-called Ashkenazi Jews who despise and always have despised the Zionists. Yet, but they've been reared in this falsitude, and they know they're over there, but they don't want to see the bloodletting. I've heard about Zionists. I mean, I've heard about certain rabbis getting gunned down by the Israeli motherfucking army. I mean, seriously. But you'll never see them play that on motherfucking NBC, you know, put it in the New Yorker or the Post, or, you know what I'm saying? You won't hear it on on radio stations like WBLS 92.7, you Kiss FM. You won't hear none of that nowhere. Because they got to stay with a goddamn agenda. You feel me? And we're dealing with some serious stuff. I'm still hearing dummies think that's some kind of terrorist act. The Alphabet Boys will run with that and put it out there. You see that January 6th is coming back hard on them. They were all feds. And a handful of people who were just told to come on, and they wanted to, you know, you got these little dumbass races and some of these other monkey boys that be like, yeah, you know, too many Budweisers the night before. But I'm just saying, they played that to a T. How many of y'all get, who be on these platforms, get these individuals, right? They hit your inbox up and they showing you all this weed and shit and the switches and all that. Those are dumbass young feds, the stupidest motherfuckers on the earth. But some of you goofy niggas will go over there and you'll actually chat like you gonna order weed in the mail, you retarded motherfuckers. Only weed that can be shipped in the mail is Delta 8, Delta 9. It can't have THC. And then the way it's shipped is different too. But even that, man, you need to be careful of what you fucking with. Some of these companies out here, that stuff is synthetic and it's got some other stuff to it. But yet, niggas will go and utilize these things. I mean, how stupid can people be? People have said to me, you know, not everybody know this, Red. Nigga, let me tell you something. These children today and these young adults today know more about this goddamn computer shit than you and me. Now, just because I'm computer literate don't mean, you know, there's a lot of things. They be in this shit. They teach these niggas. They've been teaching this shit in them schools, man. While we was out there and, you know, on the ship or trudging through mud or whatever the fuck we was doing, they was learning all this shit. Regardless of us getting in first in the military, and people have a hard time acquiescing that reality. You motherfuckers ain't stupid. Everybody has a choice, and it's not the whole of them. That's another issue. When people speak in little small particulars, when people get offended, it's because they don't want to be wrong. I always say, man, if I say something based upon a fact, I'm gonna leave it at that. But you may find something else. But there are the people who can't be wrong, and they're the ones, and those are the ones you should lead the fuck wrong. I have no problem with I'm talking or discussing something, and somebody finds out some other information, because as far as I'm concerned, nobody's really wrong. What we're doing is we're building. But yet, when people know about the term black, Negro, all like the terms I'm using this morning, right? When people know about that, you would think people would do better, right? Me, I'm just hoping a nigga come over here and watch it and get in his feelings so I can rent more space in his motherfucking head. Sometimes it's what it takes, man. And sometimes it causes other things. But see, I walk like that. And like I said, I ain't no Charleston White. I old man your ass to sleep. Dead ass. Fuck around and find out. A lot of these niggas talk real tough, and that's another thing about the internet. I don't like that. I'm not with all that back and forth goofy shit. I'm saying what need to be said, because when motherfuckers think they got control, I'm gonna fuck their little world up. I'm gonna taunt the fuck out of them. You know? Some motherfuckers sit there talking about, yea, though I walk through the valley of death. No, you fucking don't. You walking dead right the fuck now. Like, stop unaliving yourself and bring yourself into the fucking living. Some of these individuals, man, you watch all the shit they do. You watch how much shit they talk with people, and then you realize that's all they're good for. They're not about building. This is not about tribe. It's not about ethics. It's not about morals. It's just me, me, me. Fake ass ego. And they think it's all right. Yeah, hey, Sue, what's up, baby? Yeah, Samuel Jackson. Mikey Cox, what's happening? What's happening? I know, yeah. See, I had my 2 glasses of wine. I woke up like, what, 5:30? Didn't even go out and ground because of some weird looking shit outside. And I just had a cap full, about a tablespoon of black seed oil. That's to get my day started off. You know what I'm saying? Go downstairs, whip up a little something, a little coffee or something, whatever, rise. Not the mud water shit. Even though I got a good one in there, I just don't want to have it. You all right, man? Alexander been tripping, yo. That cold air hit his ass last night. It got down to 50. I had everything off. It got down to 54 degrees. I was wrapped up, right? He got down by my feet. I was like, nigga. And he's got his claws. He puts it on the instep of my foot. Nigga, I flung his ass out the bed. It was so cold, though, he got right back up in there. I didn't know I was asleep. Muscle memory. Grabbed my shit. Now, I'm talking about the moment he put it on, I felt the one else. Ass went flying. I heard him hit the wall. Nah, I ain't kill him, nothing like that. Just a light flick, but a little light flick's kind of strong. So it's kind of on the gun bag and the little sliding door. And he was like, man, like, how dare you? It's cold. He jumped right back up at the feet, but this time he kept his paws to himself. It woke me up. And I was like, damn it, I'm up now. Scratched my little instep of my foot. But it was like 54 degrees, yo. I was like, shit. So I went downstairs and I brought it up to 70 degrees. So it's where it's warm now. It's like 70 degrees in here now. So it's pretty cool outside. But I said, you know what? There's a lot of stuff to be. What in the world are you doing? There's a lot of stuff to be talked about. But I don't want to. I think we've covered some of this, stuff that. What are you doing? I think we covered some of the things that need to be covered because I don't want to be stuck in the media. I'm tired of these weak niggas. Now, I love the fact that they show themselves, but when you least expect it is when these people are showing who they are. It's like, what kind of, zealousness, what's going on? You know what I mean? It's like, it makes absolutely no sense. But then in this time and how we live in, it makes perfect good sense. Motherfuckers can't hide who they are. And then this is the funny thing. He made the statement, and some of y'all know this nigga. I don't know African and Muslim, and first of all, the Catholic Church, motherfucker, in the 17th century made the goddamn Muslim religion. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You know what I'm saying? Just like they made that fake ass Christian religion. I don't give a fuck, man. It is what it is. If niggas can have a hard time researching and finding out, it was pushed in the 1800s, man. Pushed in the fake ass 1800s. I've been saying this shit ever since I've been saying this, arguing with people in the military, man. And people starting to realize it. But there's a whole lot of folk that can't let go. Some niggas think they can just, Homer Simpson into the bushes, right? No, nigga, what you do out here, motherfuckers know what you do. And these are people who are about chaos. These are the foolish motherfuckers. You feel me? The straight up foolish. They really think that how they walk is like how everybody else is walking. Now, if you around niggas like that, use like I said, use the dead walking. That's just the bottom line. You know what I mean? What was that thing? Here, let me read this right quick. Check this shit out. All this fake history still going around, fake crayon colors, all this stuff. I want to read this to you. What was my voice saying? Hold on. Oh, this thing acting up, y'all.
Every now and then I'll check out when I do get a chance.
That's my boy. I have listened to that for a little while. Okay, let me see. Why am I getting this big ass thing right here? Hold on. Oh, nigga. Why they always gonna do that, man? They want you to buy something, they put stuff all up in your face like, no, nigga, I don't want shit. And now they got it where there's no X where you can get rid of the shit. Ain't this about some goofy shit? God dog, man, they just keep doing this dumb stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead. I want to read this right here to you, okay? I don't know if that light is. It's light in here. What's going on? Support independent journalism with a subscription. Already a subscriber. I don't want to support shit. Get out of here. Okay. Stupid asses. Unbelievable how they do this. Okay, let me see. Because they put it in because they like saying, if you want to read the New York Times, you got to go ahead and subscribe for $1 a week and all this other shit. Hell to the no. Turn sideways. All right. They really, really doing this, y'all. Okay. I should be able to still read it. Okay. So anyways, Overlook No More by Nancy Green, the real Aunt Jemima. What's funny is how it came to exist, this Aunt Jemima shit. Oh wow, they really, really don't want me to read it. New York Post, New York Times, fuck you then. There's plenty others. Okay. Let me just pull it up on another platform, all right? Because I'm not gonna sit here dealing with their daily old that. Because let's see what USA had to say. Because a lot of these platforms are lying ass platforms. Nancy Green was the original person born in 1830 something that was the original woman for the Aunt Jemima. Now they want you to believe some pale skin made the flapjacks and they wanted a black face on it. That's all the fake shit of the 1800s up into the 19. Supposedly the woman that y'all see on the Aunt Jemima syrup, she's just a face. She is not the person. But because we had the big mamas, right? Traditionally, on this land, they had her stand in for the millionaires, and they had to play this fake role of a slave. Miss Green was no goddamn slave. This is that play that racist narrative. When they was flipping 15-inch motherfucking flapjacks. That's how it was laid out. Lumberjacks and all that, pancakes, that was our shit. People have a hard time dealing with the reality of this. You know what I'm saying? Like the Giants helped to cut the giant trees down. Nobody wants to have that, but they want to talk about Paul Bunyan or old Jack Henry. See, Miss Green, Nancy Green, she didn't create the brand. The brand was created by, one of them. Okay? And that was to push this new flour form pancake batter. Okay? Now, maple syrup, our people always got maple syrup and all that other stuff. But the thing that cracks me up the most is if you go to any of all these USA, ABC, New York Post, every one of them, unlike their fucking, when they have their media, you can see the CIA passes it and they all trying to reinterpret it a different way, but it's saying the same thing. Every one of these motherfuckers saying something different. This is how racism and how stupid ass pale skins and worthless ass melanated dark skinned motherfuckers have collaborated with each other and made the most dumbest shit. In a move to do away with the problematic past, Quaker Oats parent company, PepsiCo, announced on June 17th it would retire its Aunt Jemima character. Y'all remember that? Beaming face of America's beloved pancake mix and maple syrup has long been rooted in a painful and racist history. However, on social media, many express outrage over the perceived erasure of the legacy of the woman who have served as the brand's models. A popular claim circulating on Facebook is that Nancy Green, the original Aunt Jemima model, was an inspirational figure. Nancy Green, aka Aunt Jemima, was born into slavery. She was a magnificent cook when she was freed. She rolled her talent into a cooking brand that General Mills bought and used her likeness. She died in 1923 as one of America's first black millionaires. Patricia Dixon wrote in a tweet, that has been shared across Facebook. Bullshit. The user who shared the screenshot on Facebook declined to respond to USA Today's request for comment and clarification. This is some worthless ass nigga, like the nigga I was talking about. These are the ones that do this shit. The origin of I don't respect people when they come at me with their mouth motherfucking ragged or rah rah rah, because I'm the motherfucker that go knee deep in their shit, and that's why I just got to put it out. I say it how it is, you know. Motherfucker won't say that shit in my face. He might think because he walking in Canton, say it in my face and see what happens. Okay, had your ass looking like a goddamn pretzel. The initial recipe for pancake mix was the brainchild of Chris Rutt, a former editorial writer for the now defunct St. Joseph Gazette. Now, Rutt and business partner Charles Underwood had acquired a flour mill. So you know who it originally belonged to, right? By trial and error, perfected a recipe for self-rising pre-mixed pancake flour. No, they were experimenting with shit and messing with stuff to further fuck our diets up. Because we didn't eat that at first. We ate hot water cornbread, sometimes fried. You know what I'm saying? And certain oils are even in rolling, boiling water. You know, you can fry in water, right? With the right amount of salt and shit like that. Anyway. And even with lard, we had started using not lard, before lard, because lard was very poisoning, created by a branch of the store off of was it the Vanderbilts or was it the Rockefellers? One of their companies store. Anyway, we use animal fat. Just like bear grease and all that stuff, we use deer fat. We use all kind of. We couldn't use rabbit because rabbit didn't have no fat. You just skin that and skin would come right off. For those who remember those times, and we use churned butter. We use the stuff we call ghee. We use the ghee, the clarified shit. We didn't use that nasty fat shit that's full of pus on the top. Got rid of that because I used to watch Mama Tina churn the butter. You know what I'm saying? Turning that stuff to make that butter. That's we were hot water cornbread and sometimes throw a couple of little sticks of butter and that was our pancake. Sweet, and we hit it with cinnamon, hit it with that motherfucking honey. That's what we grew up eating. You know what I'm saying? Then Aunt Jemima became thing because, people had to work and we had to go to school. And at the schools, they was giving them Aunt Jemima flapjacks. You remember woman had a little cart and they pour in had the little size things for those who had motherfucking breakfast at school? Because I remember that. So anyway, right? Check this out. Despite the novelty of their new product, Rutt and Underwood encountered difficulty branding it. While wandering the streets of St. Joseph, Missouri, Rutt happened upon a performance of Old Aunt Jemima, a popular minstrel song written by black musician Billy Carsons in 1875. This is 10 years after, they got rid of our beloved king, right? The song features a mammy, a racial stereotype of the black female character figure devoted to a white family. Bullshit history, made up. This image of support Southern hospitality inspired the hopeful entrepreneurs. Aunt Jemima brand is changing its name and removing the name, say, black character. Anyway, unfortunately, Manring wrote, Rutt and Underwood were unable to sell their new Aunt Jemima breakfast product. They had no distribution network and little concept of the need to advertise a new product, as Manring had wrote. The partners eventually sold their company and the recipe to R.T. Davis, owner of R.T. Davis Milling Company. Now, the largest flour mill in Buchanan County, Missouri. Now, you got to remember, they were the first ones to start creating this bullshit flour. Later on, fuck up a whole generation and then further fuck up generations. As a 50-year veteran of the flour industry, Davis was not only able to invest the necessary capital in improving the Aunt Jemima recipe, he also knew how to successfully market R.T. Davis marketed. R.T. Davis decided to promote Aunt Jemima pancake mix by creating Aunt Jemima in person. He mixed the mammy, and the mass market. He mixed mammy and mass market together, as Manning wrote in his autobiography. After merging his company with the Pearl Milling Company in 1890, Davis sent a casting call for gregarious theatrical black woman who could cook the pancake mix at big demonstrations. Nancy Green, a 59-year-old servant for a Chicago judge, fit the bill. Born on a slave plantation in Montgomery County. We know it wasn't slave because we know these are POWs. This is after, you know what I'm saying? So we know what's happening to our people. Many of the elders have died. The city's been flooded. You've had more than one punch bowl going on. All right. So they're taking our children and they're perverting them, getting them a new narrative. These so-called will later on become the Zionists. Okay. Pay attention. Personality and cooking skills Davis sought. She debuted at the World's Columbian Exposition in 1893 in Chicago. Green worked a booth designed to resemble a giant flour barrel, cooking pancakes, singing, and regaling guests with stories of her childhood in slavery. This is pushing the narrative she didn't live. Now, you got to remember all these Pelskins coming here to this country and looking at all the stuff that we had here, and now they're dumbing down with this woman who's acting a character completely fake. The whole thing, even the slave narrative, to push that, to take the land. Anyway, Green's person, she became a sensation and was awarded a medal by World's Fair officials. Listen to this. Singing and regaling guests with stories of her childhood in slavery, she became a sensation and was awarded a medal by World's Fair officials. Green's personification of Aunt Jemima and the character's mythology built by advertising executives earned Davis and later Quaker Oats a great deal of profit. However, there is no evidence to suggest Green ever saw any of that revenue, said Patrice A. Turner, professor of African American Studies at the University of California, Los Angeles. Fucking California. Goofy ass niggas keep acting up over there, man. In a comment on the show. Thank goodness I know some good, decent ones. God damn. Because I actually got to a point where I felt some hopelessness for a lot of niggas. If it wasn't for that beloved sister who won that land, who knows she's indigenous, orthodox. That's right, she won that fucking land. She was homeless. She didn't want to partake in none of this fake ass government. These motherfuckers was battling with her. All right? This was some years now. And I stayed following her and everything. She got that goddamn land, man. She ain't said shit to nobody. She's building that land up. Motherfuckers moving in, getting the tribes back. Not these mongrel motherfuckers. She's a real historian. She's really intelligent. She knew how to do the shit. She made money on YouTube and everything. Got her apartment. Got herself fighting these motherfuckers. Some of us signing these forms and shit to help her. Some of you might know who I'm talking about in California, while all these other goofy niggas running around Moore Science Temple and Hebrew Israelites and all this other goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? But check this out now. She served as one of the founding members of, listen to this, although she played a character, Green was a notable woman in her own right. She served as one of the founding members of Olivet Baptist Church, the oldest active Black Baptist church in Chicago, was a minister and a philanthropist. She enjoyed a kind of social and economic mobility unavailable to Black women of her time. According to reporting by public radio station WEBZ Chicago earlier this month, okay, that is absolutely the irony, that she is playing a role, a derogatory type and character of Black women, said Rami Crawford, who teaches African Americans, worthless nigga, visual imagery at the School of the Art and Institute of Chicago. Now, I want y'all to be mindful, Baptist Church, the whole thing right there was the first concept. And it wasn't out of Africa, it was Afro-American. There was nothing about an out of Africa in the 1800s. Yet, these motherfuckers who write, because you got to know, that's why we say, there's more to the story. Go down and look at where the source is. And these goofy ass Zionists, these fake motherfucking puppets, right? And I don't bite my tongue when it comes to these son bitches. You go and you look up the date, all right? No, we're not subscribing to this stuff. Get rid of that. So you got to remember now, this is updated by USA Today, liberal fucking source of piece of shit garbage paper. But they can't help but lying about that because that information is well known by many people in April 9th, 2021. No such thing as an African American, but they're not going to listen because, you know, they got the CIA, they got the Zionists in control of everything. And control of everything. And I'm not going to sit here and motherfuck that. That's what it is. And people have a hard time dealing with that reality. And you can see the cause and effect, the poisoning. It doesn't matter what you teach or you tell people when you're talking about the macabre. That's mysticism. That's where the Star of David comes from, which it ain't no Star of goddamn David. I keep saying, man, if y'all want to look, these motherfuckers have been taught and brainwashed to worship and create something that never really existed as it does. Is there something dark? Of course. Is there an what? Piss your pants leg, freeze in place, attempted to get to know yourself and better yourself, to learn to love yourself, to appreciate your brothers and sisters. See, we're living in a world. That's why I went hard on Stacey Spirit, Alan Wolf, because the nigga came out the pocket wrong. All right, and I'm not gonna say nothing. I will dirty him, goddamn Phoenix Moon, Davida, all of them. She's 100 different fucking native tribes. There's something mentally wrong with these motherfuckers, and they need to be put out there. They have a choice to clean their shit up and come back into the tribe, or stay the fuck where you at and shut the fuck up and don't ruffle no feathers. Because some of us don't play that. We don't play that. You would think that I'm emotional, right? I'm not. It's just that when I see a fake ass simp nigga who think he want to be Alpha or Sigma, nigga, I'm masculine. We beyond all that fake shit. I'm here to make the correlation for correction. You know? People don't know shit. They don't know nothing. And then they run around. And I watch these people and I don't disrupt them. I say, well, you know what? This is what I say. Well, they're going to learn. They'll find out. And then some things they say is spot on. And then I hit, hey, respect and everything. But then here they go, running in the vacuum of stupidity. It's real. Now, I didn't want to come on this morning and carry on like this, but the nigga left the message. I thought that he got it. He realized it wasn't that serious. No, these some bitch ass niggas. Straight up, them kind of niggas I like to see in the alleyway, man. In the basement, in the back fucking yard. No, I'm dead ass serious. You know what I'm saying? So we can get cut through all the chase. I'm not with all that, man. I want to cut through the fucking chase. Just get through that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a book that I ordered. Okay. I hope that comes in today. Oh no, it won't come in today. At least Monday or Tuesday. I hope it is. The Nag Hammadi Scriptures, the revised, updated translation of sacred Gnostic texts. I believe that it doesn't matter what you read and how much information you pull out your ass, right? Or wherever source you pull it from. There's always so much more information. There's never an end. These beasts, they knew exactly what they were doing. While everybody else was, and how could you do that? If the only way you can do that is if everybody's at actually peace with themselves. You cannot do that if everybody's like edgy and looking 360 degrees. It's just not going to happen because people are hip to it. They did it and they created a false narrative, and it's by killings and by ignorance, stupid niggas like the people I mentioned. There's thousands, if not millions or more. People just don't want to get their shit together. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to sit there and be the right handlers that they should be. They want to be emotional and think that that's what the fuck. I'm the kind of guy, like, if you punch me in my mouth, be prepared. I'm gonna knock your fucking jaw off your fuck. It's just gonna happen because I've had it happen when cats talking. And next thing you know, they sneaking me, and I'm like, and next thing you know, I'm breaking their ass in half. And there's everybody's like, they're scared where I'm beating this month. They like nope, I'm not advocating violence, but everybody gets scared. I've had up to 6 and 8 people pulling on me, stomping a motherfucker in the ground. You see what I'm saying? Because they really believe in the little world they in. And then they cross this little divide and they realize, okay, there's no Superman, motherfucker. We're supposed to move together as a unit and together. And sometimes they make this little motherfucker, they make this mistake. And when you make that mistake, see, I don't make that with nobody. I don't like to cross nobody. I don't want to shit nobody. I don't want to have, no. And what makes a motherfucker think they could do it in this direction? Because I'm all wide open when it comes to that. And I love it. I've said this. I have a darkness in me I don't want nobody to fucking deal with. And we got fake niggas who think they dark. I killed people. Or you pussy, you ran up and shot them in the head without them knowing. Or you stood over there jumping and hopping around and all the other goofy shit. That is pussy stuff. It shouldn't be happening in the first place. I can't say no more other than that. I'm saying too much. I might say too much. People want to walk in these places and they don't really know where they're walking at. And they want to be reckless. They really think, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, man. You know, everywhere I've been, and I believe maybe some of you, when you traveled, you carry yourself in a way that was supposed to be responsible, respectful. Yet I have seen people walk with their head so far and like they lost. And people see that. And then they wonder why they got robbed, how they got drugged. I'm like, because you thought you was the life of the party. You thought you was the shit. You were so comfortable that you forgot the real world that you were in. When people come to visit, right, and I take them out, I say, look, man, I need you to trust in yourself. Because let's say if I was to go to sleep at the well or something, what would you do? I actually have asked people that when we go and travel, like the people who come here who want to go to Jerome or we want to go to Las Vegas and all that kind of stuff, right? They want to actually go and have a good time, right? And I'm chaperoning, right? And I'm like, okay, with Chocolate Thunder, I'll be like, yo, all right, so what you going to do? Well, I'm going to reach over and grab the wheel. That's irk and jerk. You're going to flip the fucking truck. I says, you see how this center console is, right? You're literally going to have to jump up over in my fucking lap. Okay? And grab control. Make sure that my foot hasn't stuck under the brake, nor is it applied too heavy on the gas. If it is, you can step on the brake and you can put the motherfucker in neutral. Don't slam it in the park. It don't work that way. And so we're going a lot. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to let go of the wheel. My foot's going to be a gas. I'm talking about an empty lock where I live at. You know, go over there. And I want you to jump over here and shut this motherfucker off. And the motherfucker do it 4 or 5 times until they get it right. Now, nigga, if you ass is driving because I'm tired and I wake up and I see us heading towards a cliff because your ass done clicked out, you better believe you about to have 200 and something pounds sitting in your lap stopping this motherfucker. You have to move beyond and you have to make sure that everybody knows that anything can happen in the world we in. If we're walking down the street and we're all carrying, right? We're going to see who's alive and if anybody's all right. And say we 6 deep, we're going to be a triangle. Literally in the middle of the street, 2 more and the 2 on the sidewalk, staggered. And everything as we move down, we're going to make sure we cover everything. Even the 2 breaking off to run up on porches and the other 2 swinging around and the one making sure he's got the front. Doesn't matter where. And then pull back down and that's the firing too, just like this. All right? Boom, boom, boom. And the 6th person right here in the middle covering everybody with the rooftop. As everybody move, when the 2 go up, he can converge on anything if something goes wrong. And then the 2 fall back, and then he can fall back, get prone, and make sure, regardless of what's going on, knowing that his teammates can handle it. Anybody training like that? Do y'all understand what down ready and up ready is? Do you know the best way if you're real thirsty? This is a mental thing. The best way to get your water right from what to do if you buy a lake, a river, what's got a lot of dead things in it, you want to walk in 12 feet, but you want to dig a hole 6 feet. And then you want to dig another hole going down with rocks and everything, a deeper hole, another 6 and 6, 12 feet away from the river. You want to make sure that water, you dig down to where the water's seeping through. You do it again. What you do is you release this air pocket. So even though it don't seem like it, that water that's under that table, how far you might have to dig down quite a bit, it's going to start filling that up. What's happening is you have natural filtering. Then you're going to make sure that you go somewhere where you're not by the stream and you can get some soft black dirt and some rocks and some little rocks and some bigger rocks, and you're going to get some grass, if it ain't because of nuclear shit, but you're going to get a t-shirt, cotton, a wool, and you're going to get some grass. And you're going to make that, and you're going to tower it just like that in some plastic container or in a bucket or whatever. So any water you get from there, you're going to run through this bitch. But the problem is you're going to have to run a lot of water through there to get it activated. You might not have activated charcoal, people, so you got to use this source. Once you got it going through these two water ducts, getting water, putting in there, you're going to be really thirsty by the time you get some fucking good, clean water, regardless of all the parasites and everything that's in that water. Your body was created to tough out some serious shit, but because we're using fluoride, toothpaste, washing with soaps and stuff that are just removing, because your body has lights on, has lights, mites on your body that are alive all over your body. Amoebas and everything, and you always getting rid of them things. You see what I'm saying? So like I was saying, most motherfuckers don't know these things. When you start moving, and you gotta know this stuff, because if motherfuckers start really tactically attacking, blowing shit up, certain aircraft by certain underground air force tactical strikes on certain buildings, causing more chaos, holographic UFOs, and then the real ones they have that aren't UFOs, but they're identified because you don't know nothing about them, flying around with certain individuals all blacked out with masks, have no problem with shooting you the moment they see you. See, y'all don't really get what's going down and what's about to fucking happen. And you might think I'm giving it energy. They have laid this stuff down. In a sense, I am just speaking on it, but I'm doing it for your benefit. You don't have to believe me. I'm not here to make nobody believe shit. I want you people to know. Some of you might come across something, might see something, might realize something, be like, wait the fuck a minute. It could be a form of hysteria. I need you to sin, but some of you, there's nothing I can do for you because your mental operations are stuck in this world they've created. That's why that nigga, Stacy Spirit, I'm just gonna fuck with this nigga. You don't ever tell me what the fuck to do or what to say. And that's not big baby and none of that. Just niggas gotta fucking get themselves checked. All right, and stop the hypocrisy and the crazy. I love and respect the brother. I don't know where the fuck he got off on the wrong side of the bed. I made a correction on his post. If you're gonna post something, nigga, be ready for somebody to say something. And this ain't no Jack Will coming across. Y'all need to be ready for everything. You hear what I'm saying? Knucklehead niggas who can't check themselves because they think, in the whole phenomenon of it all, that they got it together when obviously they don't, because they have no respect for the people outside and around them because they in fear of different thought. I said it's very important that we realize we come together no matter how we think or what we believe or what we know. It's important for us to be able to say, okay, well, that's what that individual believes. Cool. And if somebody voices their opinion saying, well, you know, I don't really believe in that. Well, that's fine. And keep that opinion. That's where you're at. And that's where that person's at. It's cool. You don't have to curse each other out. You don't have to talk shit. You don't have to be meaningless, diuretic in your mouth, spewing rhetoric and talking like you really tough when some of us is really about that motherfucking life. And then when you think you really about that life and you come run around here like that little goofy nigga DJ out of New York, down in Georgia or Florida, getting his ass molly-whopped in the gas station, or the other one who was talking shit over LA, blah, blah, blah. And it took the motherfucking, the homies to go on, you know, the motherfucking cartel to go and get homeboy's G-Unit chain back, you know, because the nigga went somewhere where he wasn't supposed to go without motherfucking respecting how the game worked. You see what I'm saying? Because that's just the way it is in certain places. Don't ever think you know somebody and you can be inhospitable and you're going to talk ragged and then realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that to that motherfucker right there. That's the problem. I don't want to harm or hurt nobody, but you're going to talk motherfucking like you masculine, bitch, like it's rut season and we're eyeing the same 5 women to mate with. No, nigga. No, you ain't going to come over here like that because I'm going to put the horns up and I'm going to crack your forehead. People remember me and my cousin Lonnie. Lonnie big as shit. He had a big head damn near 2 times my size. He got caught up in that Hebrew shit, and it's fine, in Denver, right? We used to get up in our class and we used to rear back where somebody sitting up would leave and we used to headbutt each other full speed, damn near knock each other out. And we do it like 2 or 3 times in the class. The teacher thought somebody got shot in the class the first time we did it. The nurse, they were like, did they crack their heads open? And people sit there saying, what the fuck? And I'm all in the kung fu shit. And Lonnie just got a big ass Klingon head, my cousin. And you know, that's what we did. And people said something ain't right with them motherfucking branches and them rights and them leaves. But the thing is, people like to walk on the wild side and they're not even aware of what the fuck they walking. Sometimes you need to check out, back the fuck up, check out, and reassess the situation. All that tough talk don't mean shit. That's that internet fame shit. I hate that shit. People know me, man. There's a difference when motherfuckers know you. Nigga talking about get out the desert. Nigga, I ain't in no desert. Nigga, you probably need to come to the desert. Nigga, you in Cali, right? Come on here and say something. When I had that podcast, bring your motherfucking ass on and be more disrespectful, nigga. All right? I'm not going to share your face around, nigga. Niggas is already questioning, going, who the fuck? Seriously? I'm like, yo, chill out. Don't say nothing, man. It ain't even on that grip. I don't know. Maybe the brother went through something. Maybe he lost somebody. We all lose somebody, right? But don't lose ourselves. Don't ever think you're going to motherfucking rectify yourself talking motherfucking cheap labor bullshit. Because I like I said, our old man your ass to sleep. Guaranteed. That's 100%. All right, Stacy, Spirit, Allen, fucking Wolf, go put your dashiki, walk your ass back over to Africa, nigga, and come over here pushing all that black out of Africa shit. Like you know who the fuck is who and what's going on, what's who. You don't even know the first thing about Tartary. You don't know the first thing about Europe, the Algonquins. You don't know the first thing about the language that was spoke, and you keep running around with this new made-up motherfucking 18th, 19th fake-ass century shit. I'm had enough of it. There are those of us who know, and then there are those who just don't fucking know. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong running around with the world's information they got out here, but you will plagiarize that shit if you ain't sitting there with all the information that's around and you can't figure out what is and what isn't. I can't stand niggas like that. That's why I took it upon myself 5 years when I realized after all the things I did, when I got rid of all those feelings and emotions, I said, no, I don't have to have a feeling or emotion to attack some shit, to speak on something. I was like, wait a minute, what about my facial expressions? What about how... I was like, holy shit, I'm actually numb to all this shit. I said, that's not healthy. I said, well, how do I, and I remember I walked this path. I said, how do I get, what's a real feeling? I had to subscribe from all these fake ass feelings I had, and then go and search, talking to people. How do you feel about so-and-so? I would ask shit, you know, about what so-and-so said in motherfucking CBS. Is that how you feel? Or is that based upon the knowledge? Or and because I was like, at that time when I got numb, when I said I don't feel shit for it, but I'm asking to see. He says, well, and when they would use the term, I'm saying use it in the sentence proper, brother. And they say, well, you know, I feel that so-and-so could have did this and that, but that's just based upon my opinion. So, and I would ask, so is the opinion based on your feeling too? And see, that's why I like having intelligent motherfuckers around, because it was a hard walk for me to get back to what a real feeling is. And I remember my boy was telling me, like, no, based upon my opinion, I'm looking at it logistically and hopefully intellectually or intelligently. Okay, so your feeling is based off an intelligent surmise of the situation, based on what they're saying. And then what helped me was when he was like, it's not really a feeling. It's either you know or you don't know. That's when I says, you know what? I bust a nut. It's a good feeling, right? Yeah, but it serves a purpose. That's when I started saying, well, what's the purpose? What purpose is there? I didn't have to come over here and say shit, but because he thinks that he said something, I'm going to show him that he said nothing. So I'm going to put on a big act because I really don't feel no kind of way about the nigga. I think he's lost. That's based upon the conceptualization of the realization of how he's carrying himself for no fucking reason at all. Do I feel some kind of way? I just abdicated, right? And said, no, I don't. You would think, though, because a lot of you are misconstrued in your feelings, too. Sometimes we have to look at things different. You see what I just did? And if we don't, how do we learn if we don't start walking it? So the nigga opened his mouth. I'm looking from the sides of Austria. I want to sit here. I want to see what he really about. So you acting like a little motherfucking tough-ass monkey, running with the stick with the leaves behind you in the enclosure, you know, throwing it at everybody and shit slanging, right? For what purpose? What happened? Where did I cross the line? I want to know, because some people, that things go on in their life and they just detach, but they are so emotionally ill-equipped and unstable that you would think because of family and all this shit around them that they're stable. We know that not to be the case, right? So sometimes niggas need to be checked. Like, what's really going on, son? Why you feeling this way? What was that? Oh, that's on Instagram. See what he's. No, that's on. That's on Facebook, baby. I don't know about on Instagram, baby. I don't think I follow him on it. No, it's not that serious. I'm not here to hear about what's going on, beloved. I'm not here to spew hate and stuff. What I'm saying is there's some real shit that's going on in the world, and it needs to stop. And you would, I spoke on this. You would think, with everything that's happening, that people would come together a little better. I don't know. Niggas never comment on my post or said nothing. And if you feel some kind of way, you should have said something. A lot of niggas will see something and they'll feel some kind of way. And like that effeminate side, not being reared by a good fucking man, and sometimes are, but because of the company you keep, you'll lash out at somebody and be fucking wrong. People do it all the time. They lash out at people and be wrong than a motherfucker. And they swearing they motherfucking right. Based on bullshit feelings. Feelings are fucking our people up because people aren't really in tune to their real fucking feelings. That's the world over. You know what I'm saying? I'm really tired of talking like bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, I'm saying I'm gonna go ahead on the platform. He's talking big major shit. He knows exactly what's going on. But see, this is when you have to dispel shit and you have to rid yourself of certain niggas. You know what I'm saying? You want man and woman in your corner. You don't want some crayon color motherfucking niggerette. You don't want some worthless motherfuckers who's showing themselves, and if they broken and they can't admit that if something's wrong with them, then you let them be. It's like putting them off on a different island. Like, get your shit together. Doesn't mean that we don't assist, but how can you assist anybody when nobody's being honest or straightforward? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get off here because I want to come back and read. I mean, there's other things I really wanted to talk about, but I don't want nobody to give no energy to some things. You know, you got this UFO shit going on and all this other goofy shit. I want to be able to speak on it without it becoming, people consummating a relationship with their shit. It doesn't matter if something's real or not. Some people actually believe there's this big fucking giant vehicle right above us. It could be. Could be. Watching everything. I don't know. I'm not here for that. I'm here because balance is required. That's the only fucking thing. Balance. All right? And then you got these niggas who say they ain't religious, and then they go, oh, wait, I didn't know your nickname was Lucifer. I'm like, okay, yeah. That's not just a nickname, motherfucker. And then they don't get it. And I say, okay, well, saying that you need to redact yourself, you can go ahead and remove yourself. Because I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to sit here and motherfucking fancy you. This is not a vaudeville. I'm not going to stand up on the stage and give you a big motherfucking diorama and an act. Get the fuck on. That's just the way it is. No time for weak ass motherfuckers. Not one bit. And we have a lot of them out here. A lot. We got some goofy ass women talking about, what you mean, you polygamy? I said, fuck out of here with the polygamy shit. You ain't got to wear, I don't want to dick your ass down and give you no good fucking baby. I don't want to fuck my genes up. You sound like you got a lot of negative energy. No, it's not about that. See, a lot of these motherfuckers have fucked their way into a position where there is no respect of themselves, the body, or anything else, and they don't know what the true pleasure of lovemaking is and what the purpose of it is for, is to procreate life. Nothing else. All that stripper pole, all that other goofy shit. Not what you do with your privates and your private or with your others. That's between y'all. But all that shit that these motherfuckers have desensitized themselves with this food, chemical about, and everything else that happening in the world, and to think that they actually know what they're fucking talking about? No, man, we're not going to get into this monogamy, polygamy shit. Them words don't mean a goddamn thing to me. I know what our responsibility has always been to this motherfucking earth as a people, who we are. And here these motherfuckers are killing the fuck out of us, and you got dumbass niggeresses and dumbass niggas running around on the first thing about respect and building a nation and making sure that they're given the right information and not taught some bullshit, the education system and everything else. This is where the problem lies. And then you got niggas out here who are like in their 20s and 30s who are going to make one of the most fucked up children in the world. And I have to say that, and it's sad. But the reality is that's what's happening. These motherfuckers that work in hospitals, you know the babies you see coming through, and they're fucked up. And it shouldn't be that way. You see what I'm saying? There are women out there actually who will pay for good ass fucking sperm. And that's a sad motherfucking state. And it's not even our motherfucking women. They're confused, conflicted, and broken. They ain't have no real men to stand around and talk. They got men to argue with them. The fuck, I ain't gonna argue with no motherfucking body. You wanna buy? What the fuck are you doing? I'm out. What the fuck? I'm not gonna waste my time. You have all that hate to yourself and that confliction, and you don't control shit. See, motherfuckers think they own a motherfucking control shit. This is the fake world we live in. That's not what it's about. What kind of harmony and what kind of balance is that? Where's the order established in that shit? I'd rather have that motherfucking gauntlet and go like that about 3 or 4 motherfucking times every time a motherfucker come back. Oh, hell no. And that's the reality. People don't want to manifest a truth. They want to be their own stigma. They have become so old, and we're not even old. Motherfuckers, when they was my age and I was hanging around them niggas was the most vibrant, most healthy. Man, I'm like, this is the system that people are living in. They're conflicted and confused. They don't know no better, except for as far as what they can see and what they choose to accept. People go around the world and they see different things and then they bring it back. You know, it's like the women and the men watching the movie. And the woman go, you do that? Can we watch the fucking movie? Huh? Or the nigga talking about, my shit bigger or what than your boyfriend? Because, you know, they watching the scene. And she don't want to hear that goofy shit. And then you get in your feelings because you all jacked up in your head because you feel less than a man. You always felt that way. You never addressed it. So she got to now tolerate you becoming abusive because you're fucking an idiot? Or he's got to tolerate your incessant motherfucking monkey ass mouth because you don't know how to speak correctly and you don't know that you don't have no motherfucking control over shit? See, that's the world they created to make everybody think they have some form of control and they don't have control over shit. And that's the reason why when that nigga said, keep my name out your mouth, I'm going to say it one more time. Stacey Spirit Allen Wolf. All that shit in your motherfucking name. Remove the wolf, get rid of that fictionalized spirit, and call your motherfucking self Stacy, nigga, because that's how you acting. And I ain't talking about Stacey Adams. No, let me. I'm gonna leave the nigga alone. I said what the fuck I had to say. I don't play this shit, man. I'll go from this one to that one, and I'll swirl around in that bitch, and I'll smack a motherfucker. That I don't care. I really don't. What matters to me is people ascending. Getting better. But if you want to be that stagnant piece of shit and think that you know what the fuck you're doing and you want to step on somebody's toe, first make sure it's the fucking right toe you want to step on because ain't no toe worth stepping on. All right, people? We're going to read today. I am going to talk about something a little later that I think y'all might find it important. Because I know you niggas ain't going to get with somebody. You ain't going to learn how to walk down the street. You ain't going to train. The police got y'all scared and in control. Most places you can't even own a gun. You can't even, it's crazy. And then you don't want to do nothing because some of you, I know you do it and you're not going to say it. You feel like this. Well, if the missile hits, wow. Like, don't waste our time now. Seriously. Okay. What's up, Snoop? Yeah, man. He fucked the pooch. He don't know there's many people I was chatting with after that. Even my boy, even Big. He was like, "What?" Hold on. No, my cousin. He was like, "What?" He's like, "Man, hold on. I was following that nigga, man. He just went unsubscribed from the nigga." He's like, "Man," he said, "That nigga goofy anyway. All that running around, that shit he wearing, talking about he a prince and this that with the fucking feather." And I was laughing. I said, "These niggas don't know nothing about Tardy except for this made up world these Zionists are made to fuck up." That's the limit of what the fuck they know and the betrayal to self and everybody else. It's like you can't make this up. And I was applauding. I'm like, you get that in, I wasn't gonna sit there and say no, you wrong, nigga. I was supporting the nigga. Laughing at the same time on the inside, but I was like, okay, this is cool. My boys from Africa hit me up. Who this nigga, man? I'm like, Yuck, he over there where y'all at, cuz. Y'all go and talk to him. Nah, man, we in the Congo, nigga. We ain't gonna talk to that motherfucker. I mean, I chat with people who I know who are ex-Marine Corps Army, went back over there because shit was fucked up. They well trained, you know what I mean? So they come over and they see my list and they look at everybody on my friends list. Because if they have to end up over here, they see a face. These motherfuckers are like that. They ain't spraying all over them niggas, right? They'll be like, you Red Wolf's friend. Listen, I need to get him. That's how these motherfuckers are. So they listen, I share shit to people, right? And they like, what the fuck? And y'all know that by now. Y'all know, I do know, some of y'all know that. That's the beautiful thing about being responsibly respectful. I don't go fucking with people because I'm a person that like fighting all my life. I don't want to hurt nobody. Never did. I don't like the bad guys. But we got these goofy niggas who don't know the difference between good and bad. You know, the Hawa and the Jannah. You think that this went somewhere? You know, they want to be the Anasase. They want to be our enemy, an enemy to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off because I know they blocking motherfuckers from coming over or whatever the fuck. I know niggas are sitting down eating big ass turkeys, whatever, the hams and shit. Just go ahead and further kill yourself. No, man, I got look. You know what? I gotta take the bottle and put it in the fridge. I had 2 small little glasses of wine last night, y'all. I was like this. Oh shit. Y'all gonna like this motherfucker. This is to my tribe and anybody else, because I already had people from England hitting me up. I wish Paul Cook would come over. I think he come and watch this sometimes. I love him. I love what he's doing. I wish they would come on our podcast like George did. I love that from Australia. I wish what's the name would come on. I love that because some people don't want that to happen. We need everybody to come together. And yes, there are people, the Pelicans go crazy when I'm talking about, yeah, if I vote, I'm gonna vote for Trump. They just love that shit. I don't know what the fuck it is. I voted for Trump the first time and the last time because I knew he was the slower fucking death. That's all I said. You motherfuckers might have had a little longer. You know what I'm saying? But this book right here, I was drinking my little wine, sitting back right here, legs kicked up like this here, right? Had the light on, TV off, and I'm in this bitch like this. You know, I feather. Condensed or distorted time. I'm reading this shit. It's like a conversation. I'm like, when I got to this, like, were they trying to get information from her in this way? No. They already know all that she knows because they can read her thoughts, but she's important to them for some reason or other. I don't know. I'm sitting here going, this with heaven bearers and listen, man, this has no relationship as far as the sources and stuff. I went and looked for his references and everything at the bottom of the page. I'm looking at for her page and all the information, and I'm like, hold the fuck up. Was this a group or something? And where these people got together and they put all this information out? It started having me thinking, this is a good motherfucker right here, y'all. This motherfucker. Hey, Ronald, what's up, beloved? This motherfucker right here, cuz I'm sitting here and I'm sipping my wine. I got my little fake nicotine and that shit's strong. I had to get the 3 because the 6 had my ass hiding the motherfucker, right? Now I got a blunt there, but I'm scared to do that. So I'm sitting here like this, legs up. My bed's all awake, cartoon Saturday morning, like, you know what I'm saying? If you hear, so you be like, boy, I'm putting on the cartoons. I'm jumping on the bed. I bet you jump on it. That's strong bed, bounce up and hit the roof. Anyway, right? She really put this shit together well. I'm like, holy shit, I'm not fucked up with no apostrophes and stuff. I'm like, y'all, I might read some of this shit to y'all, man, for real, because like, this is motherfucking fire. Now, hey, look, don't go disrespecting the brother. Don't do that. I was saying that because he challenged me. I don't like nobody challenge me, so don't go over there and say nothing. I don't hate the brother. I love the brother. I don't know what's going on in his world. I don't give a fuck either. What matters is what he's doing for them children. That's what means the most to me. All right. But for him to come out of his face, he needs to clarify himself. And if he feel he doesn't, then I'll say his name again. Stacy Spirit Allen Wolf, whatever the fuck. I'll mix it up however the fuck I want to until you get that shit right. But this book right here, I know I'm gonna keep fucking with him, but don't even do that. Everything previously known as abductions and sightings was just the tip of the iceberg. I want y'all to remember that when I was reading all the cases and everything. I was just feathering through it, like the whole book. I mean, for like an hour and a half before I just dozed off right here, and then I climbed my ass up in the bed, right, putting PJs on. I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" That you could tell that there's some misinformation to direct you in another way, in another direction. Yet, what I've seen, right? You know, loose skin, the shit that I've been around, the shit I felt. Why these motherfuckers keep coming to me? Willowdale, me and my brother in the bed with these big white beings walking through our window and us hiding and feeling all the house shaking, everything. Mama was out partying. All right. Sheila Lee was out partying. Okay. We're in Willowdale, and the whole house, Purnell Branch and all them upstairs, we down on the first floor with the basement, right? We're in the room by the kitchen with the closet where I was hung up in, and the living room and the bedroom, you know, or the big bedroom and all that stuff up in the front. The windows were big. We didn't have curtains, y'all. That means little perverts could come out and look at us in our room. But these motherfucking beings of light came down the alleyway. The house was shaking. Reg was scared as fuck. I'm got the blanket up here, but I'm at the window like, look at this. And they wasn't even looking at us. They were pure fucking white. Like coming from a battle or going to a battle. Armor. I mean, the whole thing, flags, weapons, weird shit. And they walked and they disappeared right before they got to the back fucking yard. And the house was shaking. And I was like, all the things that I've seen all my life. And that's why I knew that we was going to be rescued. After that night, with that shit, I got whipped one more time where I couldn't breathe. Blacked out. I don't think I knew what that was then. Because she sat on me and southern me where I couldn't scream or cry on my back, compressed my lungs. You know, I'm 35 pounds at the time, if that, 28, 30 pounds, I don't know. 4 years old, whatever the fuck, 5 years old. And she beat me unconscious. Okay? That was after seeing that, because I was talking about it. And then she left. No, next thing she put us in the chairs and she taped us and tied us with the big bar, the 60s bar chairs, right? In the kitchen. She turned the gas on. Dwight was in the little stroller thing. Me and Reg was on the big high chairs, you know, like the little drink chairs. And she put the long matches for the fireplace in our toes and the bottom of the oven between our toes, taped it, and she lit the fires and walked out of the house. And I remember bending over and was able to blow him out. And I said, Red, I was helping him blow his out. So we blew him out. Dwight didn't have him on his. So we got untied and we turned the gas off because it was pretty heavy and opened the back door. It was cold. And then I remember making cereal, cooking eggs with the shells for my brothers. I did the best I could for the few days that we were there, about a week, almost. Well, anyway, Mama came and Knight was knocking on nighttime. George Knight, Chuck Berry's friend, right, was knocking on the window and they could see us in there. Dwight's diaper. I didn't know I changed the diaper. It was just full. We wore cotton diapers, y'all. Stank, you know. And Knight was getting ready to kick the window in, but the cops kicked the front door in. But the Brunel Branch and this family, they was coming down the stairs, but they kicked the door in and came right in there and took us out of there. And that's when Mama took us up to Miller Street, like 2 blocks up from Glenfield. And that's where our world changed for the better. My grandmother brought me there, and she did all the records and everything, and legally adopted us from her daughter. My pops was running around robbing banks, getting locked up all the time, shooting up coke. Vietnam did this number, all them motherfuckers. That's why I'm like straight up, you know what I'm saying? Like I have stories to tell, like a beyond. I have stories to tell, so many. And after seeing those, I've seen them again, but I don't like talking about it because the way I saw them, it always threw doubt at me. Like, was I manifesting this through pain? But I really saw them a few more times. It's like the same ones from walking from the same fucking war, and they didn't look like what it looked like. They were fighting something serious, but they were all pure energy. There was forms, but they were energy. Like it, fucking. And I remember I could feel the heat off of them, you know. And then I remember that's when my first individual I met. Remember my boy Chicago, he's half Sicilian from Chicago. My homie, big nigga, but he can fight now. But anybody, you know, you saw to somebody shit go, and then you gotta remember I was stuck, like, because I was like you know, in your head you trying to process all the shit you've seen in your life. You're like, what the fuck today, nigga? I'm waiting on pizza and some wine, nigga. My boy just took off like the fucking wind, bro. I could have got my head chud ate off or some shit. I don't know. I ain't know nobody out there. We're in Italy. What the fuck? That was the first time. The second time was aboard ship. And that's when this guy came up to me. And then my boy from Morocco says, there's a guy on you. You got a twin brother. And my boy from Morocco, he's 6 foot. I don't know how he hit his head on the knee. Always had cheese and tea for me. And Bowman says, yeah, we seen a guy look exactly like you. I said, where? Nigga, I just came down to eat breakfast. Because they was working first lieutenant. Said, Red, because I was already done with first lieutenant. I was like, dude, I've been asleep. I ain't been down. He says, this guy came down. He sat in your same place. He looked exactly like you, but from a different squadron. I said, what do you mean exactly? They said, exactly like you. Even the guy who was putting in the drink says, we thought it was you, Red. We thought it was you. He wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't even look up. He just ate his cereal, ate a fruit, a apple or something, had a newspaper, got up, dumped his stuff, and walked off on that side down. I said, well, could you tell what squadron he was in? It was the no one had on his dungarees. Everybody was saying this motherfucker look. So I went fucking up to where the HTs and the BT, boiled text and all them down. And, you know, they're gambling and stuff. And they're like, no, we ain't never seen nobody look like you over here, bro. I'm going to the places that I know where everybody is to find out who this motherfucker look like me. So I had to piss. I went to the bathroom, took a leak. Coming out, this dude walked by me. And he looked at me, and his motherfucking eyes did the same shit. I said it was just me and that motherfucker. I said, if the motherfucker put his hands on me, somebody gonna die. I hauled ass up the motherfucking steep ass stairs like it was dog zebra and shit. I went up to my boy, BT, boiler technician, Samuel. I said, Sam, Sam. I was an E3 now, mind you. He said, nigga, what's the fuck wrong with you? God damn it. I saw a motherfucker. No, it was E4, excuse me. Motherfucker did that shit with me and that nigga from Chicago, like in Italy. He said, wait. This nigga had a big ass wrench, one of them big ass monkey boiler tech, you know. We ran sliding down the motherfucking stairs, burning our hands on that motherfucking bright work. And was nobody nowhere. Nothing. It wasn't like I went 4. I was up 2 levels right there to the BT. This motherfucker, gone. That's when I knew I wasn't going to say shit no more. All right? Some good shit, and I got plenty of stories to tell you. I don't know if pain brought on something, allowed me to see something different, tapped into something. Because you know they say that stress and pain sometimes can trigger things. Like we used to always believe that autistic children were mentally incapable or handicapped. Actually, autism, even in its most subtlest form, brings out some of the greatest gifts that nobody really taps into because we believe we're all whole. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not going to say the names here and stuff. Like the ones I work with were autistic, you know, with the karate kick and the punch, just muscle coordination. It's not about the violence of fighting. It's the, you know what I'm saying? What ties them in? Where's their focus? Where they're looking at? And then let them talk to me. Because I could tell anybody to do this. You know what I'm saying? But what is this? Because this one, I got to know where he's at. I can't just go treating him like every one child should be treated like everyone else, but they all should be treated alike. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't know if all of the pain from the hanging with the wire coat hangers, my hands, thank goodness I got my hands. I don't know if it was the whippings, the beatings. I don't know, something triggered something. I think it was meant to be. Like I said, you know, I mean, how many times I passed out going down the stairs, you know, and you got to remember, this is something that when women do this, it grabs you. Some people want to say post-mortem. What, from Dwight? I was the oldest son, as far as I know, right? The oldest of the children, right? You can never see me. I don't attempt to figure things out today like that. I just accept that it played this part, but I'm able to see things different. And for a long time, I would rather drink, you know, when I was doing microdots, you know, acid. I didn't want to flip out and trip. I thought I was already tripping. I would always attempt to find a way to see something different compared to what I was being permitted allowed to see, because most people would be like, nigga, you crazy. That's the system the enemy made so they can hide everything so you can't see, you can't hear nothing. Because the moment somebody says, remember the agent on the plane, was she an agent? I don't want to be on this plane. That motherfucker right there is not real. That motherfucker, she was attempting to be as coy as possible. I said, well, a lot of things are distraction because people are saying things and they're being silenced. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, what's going on, beloved? Hey, DeAndre. People are being silenced. They're being silent. So I'm going to tell you my stories, and I've got I got a whole bunch of them. People want to know what the 90, 87, 85-year-old Mason said to me. It was more or less the 90-year-old. She was the one. They just conferred things. That's not for you to know. Okay? I have a story to tell, but that was for me. They're no longer here. So I can't take you there and drop you off because you don't speak as I spoke. There's something peculiar about that whole thing. I know more than enough. That's why I speak the way I do. Some will say, well, that's with authority. I don't know what the fuck to call it. I don't call it any of that. I just say I just talk because why me? Because I talk different from everybody else. You call me black and I'd punch you in your mouth. When I was in the Navy, yeah, you call me black? Yo, man, we're going out in the ring, bro. I'm on that black shit. Because I knew my family's my lineage. I knew it. It was not no made up shit. Now, we had people part of the Black Power movement because of it. It was indicative of. But what y'all are unaware of, this fake ass government was killing our people like a motherfucker. So whenever I hear a motherfucker talking about, oh, racism, oh, it's gone away, and oh, shut your pale ass up, nigga. You lucky that I'm allowing you to motherfucking have this conversation. I don't have no hate for you, but don't get it fucked up. Don't be too arrogant and acquiesce in this motherfucking relationship. See, that's where some of them have to check themselves, because they think like those of us who know some shit, if you ain't got Negro and black on your birth certificate, you ain't got no air of windows to say a goddamn thing until you accept the reality of the situation. And don't come running your mouth if you one of the motherfuckers that came over here in the 1920s and 40s. You just shut the fuck up. Everybody think because they got a mouth and they got an opinion, they're supposed to speak. No, see, you must have control of yourself. And in having control of yourself, you let motherfuckers, you're not going to lament me with your bullshit because you feel some kind of way. Fuck your feeling. Let's address the motherfucking teepee in the room that shouldn't be there, the yurt. When it should be a long house where everybody can sit down and people can tend to things need to be tended to in the wigwam. Let's have this meeting and let it be constructive, not obstructive. And most Pelskins are pretty ignorant. They had a job as a police or this, that, or that, and other. They're a little arrogant. Dark humor, I don't give a fuck about it. But when it comes to this stuff, knowing how many of my ancestors have been put under plight, drowned, murdered in their sleep, experimented on, you ain't going to come over, bring your ass over here and say a goddamn thing. You're going to respect the flavor and know that there's some people that know some things. And there are those who became very tired of the role they played. And they made sure some of us knew some of that shit. And we also know what we're dealing with. That's a big difference. Only real women. Snoo got the doll. You want to make some good babies, y'all bring your asses on. And that's for the good men who are strong too. Not these mentally ill motherfuckers. All right? Some people always say, but can you take it? Of course. The fuck? Y'all, we got to build a nation, man. There's gonna be some shit happening here soon. I'm not giving no energy. And some of y'all can see it. Original Lone Wolf did a video the other day. I shared it. Did y'all watch it? Have y'all subscribed? And I appreciate those who have. Nothing but love and respect. Snoo's got a channel. Her son's doing some fabulous things with computers. Plenty of people here got channels, man. Check them out. You dig what I'm saying? Let's support one another. The trolls are going to be trolls. Like, I don't give a fuck about them. I think they're starting to realize I really don't. Some would allude to the fact that maybe because I'm mentioning. No, this is what people understand. You know what I'm saying? We have to change. We have to nurture people into a different society, a different way, we have to get them back to the love of self. We have to make sure that they know what being assertive is. Being assertive is not steeped in emotions or feelings. We don't have to whoop children. We don't have to fight one another. It doesn't have to happen. I'm only doing what I'm doing because I hate when I rent space in people's pocket, because I'm gonna fuck their world up. You let me rent space in your pocket, you don't stand down and you think that you because I'm the type of motherfucker be like, okay, you've been training, you've been at the gym, you've been putting on the motherfucking 12 and 16s, to come on over here, nigga. You got your little jiu-jitsu in. Oh, that makes it all the motherfucking better. And if Peter was on here, and all them Peter Jones and them, would be like, no, this nigga really with that. He used to test everything on all of us, and all of them know. I used to test shit. I had to make sure the shit worked. Even at 48 years old, becoming a 47, 46, 9 months becoming a black belt in Taekwondo. In 9 months. Becoming a black belt in 9 fucking months in Taekwondo. And teaching Bushido to the Kwanjin. So when I became a Sabana, my deal was, because I wasn't going to pay no $1,200 for no black belt. Fuck. I take out, show them some of them forms. You know, how to hold the hand over here, how to move, how to walk, how to step, retreat, go down to the knee. I mean, I was just showing them all that I have learned over the years, because weapons was my thing. Yeah, even though I studied at Grandmaster Cam Lee in Jacksonville, Florida, he's out of Miami now, over by Orange Park Mall. Tai Chi, Shaolin Long Fist, so many different forms. And during the cultural fairs, I used to dress up because I have all the gear, long, look like Jackie Chan, and the soft bottom kung fu shoes and the white monks. I had all of it. So I would do the cultural fairs and the dragon dances. I'd be the head, or sometimes I'd be with the big mask, with the big head, but a lot of times I'd be the head or the guy in the back, so I can lift up. And the plum blossom poles, we have to claw up on and jump, and so we used to do all that. So I used to always carry the Bushido blades, 2 of them, like the swords, and I would just do it. I would go on and do a quick change it to my karate, black and white karate gi, and I come up with my tabby shoes, which I have the original ones right over here in the corner. I still have those from back then. In 1995, for whatever, right? And I would do certain moves of the Bushido with the blade, and so my Kwanjina, Ralph Shula, I was showing him how to work the blade, the sword, a few times. This is the guy in the 70s who used to take buckets of water and put nails through his biceps. My grandmaster in Taekwondo, this guy was with all the rock and rollers and everything, walking around with the guys in Vietnam with the Hueys, the He's over there with water buckets, Chuck Norris, these long nails stuck through his shit, and water buckets walking. Dead ass serious. You know? I got to learn a lot of things, partake in a lot of things. So I don't just like to talk about it. Sharing the shit, because I never was a talker. Most people that know me. And I had to learn how to talk again. Right? So, you know, and I'm not big on bullshit artists. Motherfuckers are just flagrant. Like, just shit sticks. You know what I mean? So anyway, let me get off of here, man, because I could talk all morning. Like, y'all know you motherfuckers is probably going to be going out, get your turkey on, you know, get your anaphylactic shock, watch the games or whatever, like bullshit. But all I can say to you is enjoy yourselves, man. Enjoy your family. This is the one time I'm going to say this, okay? Because a lot of people know I don't do this shit. Eat a turkey leg for me. If you got some collard greens, some cornbread, real, not that jiffy shit, slap one on the ground for me. You know what I'm saying? To the ancestors. Get you some fruit and set them by a tree. All right? Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I wish the brother get his shit together. I'm not a plaything. We are not effeminate. I don't know what's wrong with these niggas, but they need to straighten their shit up. You know, all he had to do is stay the fuck quiet. I said my little piece. He got all irritated. Nah, nigga. Nope. Some of us, you call us black, we're going to go up in your motherfucking mouth. Because niggas brothers, I don't like saying niggas are black or none of that, but sometimes these ignorant niggas are going to have to realize this. We have to get away from this. We're giving shit energy that don't deserve energy. We're supposed to be the sons of light, the serpent children. Some of us have the hearts and the blood of line of dragons. You think we're supposed to be running around here with this goofy ass shit? Because of where a motherfucker live, they think it's all right to ostracize and be fighting at one another because they think they got everything together? No, nigga. It's not how we doing it. Anyway, I'm going to come back on later. You know, I'll be back in the same old gear. You know, keeping it solid and tight. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, you know. And wish some niggas would come over here and talk. We can tally on, rest shit and put it to rest as it should be. All right. So I'll see y'all here at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. That was a good fucking gift yesterday. And I know the post office, I guess, is today Thanksgiving? I don't know, y'all. So I'm being dead honest, y'all. Look, man, I'm just, what's the day? The day is the 23rd. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I really don't. So it is. Okay. Well, whatever the fuck. I'm going to go ahead, watch my little Filipino brothers here, sit back and relax, go make me some coffee. And 4:30, 5 o'clock, I hit y'all back up, all right? I know I rambled on this morning, but sometimes I get tired of the bullshit. You know, people being stupid. It's just, that's not a feeling. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, really looking at stuff like, nigga, what the fuck is that all about? Like, what is wrong with you? You all right? Some people have these fake ass egos and they feel like they got to stroke it. Nah, man, we kill that motherfucker. But fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of that ego. Destroy that fake ass shit. But I'll see you again for the third, fourth time. 4:30, 5 o'clock, all right?